Alright YouTube, we're back with another active matter video. This one is going to be focusing on the importance of using your isolated raids. So, isolated raids, you can do those on pretty much any map except for maps that are unstable zones. As you see, it's unselected there, and the escape maps, because they're actually already isolated, so you're only going to be in there by yourself anyway. So technically that's like a free isolated raid when that one rotates around. But any of the darkness maps, the regular maps, overgrowth, distorted, the silent observer, all of those are good to go for isolated raids. It's just the ones that are unstable zone and ones that are already isolated, which are the escape maps, which I think there's only one right now anyway. So, the main reasons why you want to run your isolated raids are, one, they replenish one every 24 hours, so you get them for free. You can also purchase them with the crystallized active matter that you get from doing dailies and from whatever edition of the game you purchased. You'll get them from Twitch drops when they run Twitch drops. And it allows you to basically be free to roam. You're not hindered by other players being on the map because you are the only actual player that is loading into this map. So you're just fighting AI, and you just have to make sure that you extract. So you can use this opportunity to uncover the map, because when you first start playing, all of the maps are completely covered in the fog of war. So you can run around and discover the map. You can also use this opportunity to get a lot of credits and monolith tokens by doing the tasks and, you know, looting all of those high value items from the map. You'll also be able to loot the airdrop that comes in and get whatever's on that, so it's basically a free airdrop. So if it's a decent one, you get to take everything off of there and not have to worry about it. So it's a great opportunity for getting some gear, getting some credits, getting the monolith tokens, which leads to you being able to progress and unlock more blueprints, items, recipes, all that fun stuff. So, very important. Now, some people might say, you know, oh well, but you're not going to get any PvP out of it. That's true, but if you're playing solo, it's usually pretty hard because you have to play pretty slow, unless you're just, you know, really good at the game, in order to survive raids. You really have to be aware of your surroundings, and you have to have map knowledge. You need to be able to, you know, take and win fights if you decide to PvP, and do that fairly quickly, because if you're fighting squads, the time to kill in this, you can die pretty quick, so you don't have too many, or too much room, I should say, for mistakes on that. So it's easier to progress this way as a solo player, to get some credits built up in that too, so that you can actually run some raids and run some decent gear, and not just having the rent-a gear option there, because sometimes you get a good rent-a gear and sometimes you don't. So I think it's very useful. It's a great feature, so I definitely take advantage of it. So the other thing that I like to do too is stack up as many of these tasks that you think you're going to be able to complete. The only one I can't do is that Fragments of Consciousness, because I have to mind hack players, and obviously it's an isolated raid, so I won't run into players. But I'm going to try to get all of these objectives done, plus the side objectives, to maximize my credits and my monolith tokens. And I'm also going to try to collect as much active matter as possible, hopefully getting 100, so I maximize the 10,000 credits that I can get off of that active matter. So with that being said, I already have my guy ready to go here. I think I'm just gonna pop a silencer on here just so it's a little bit more quiet. I won't attract as many monsters if I get into a fight. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a warhammer for the melee. And with that, we're going to... I always would suggest, as far as a loadout for like healing items and stuff, take at least a couple of these regeneration injectors or the streaming injectors, depending on how, you know, far along you are or how much money you've got. Probably take at least one, you know, 10 or more healing ampule kit, and then maybe like a grenade. Something else you could do too is you can always use one of these beacons and drop it down when you get in there, just in case you think you might get into a sticky situation and die. Because at least then you can kind of come back in, run to your body, and grab your stuff. Because, like I said, you don't have to worry about players because you're in an isolated raid. So, something else if you want, throw that beacon down and, you know, kind of give yourself a free revive there. Because sometimes you can get into bad situations with the AI, especially the turned soldiers. Get unlucky and get like one tap by like a shotgun turned or something, and then that's not fun. So the priority cargo mission will always be marked with a backpack. They're different colors, but this one's blue, and it'll tell you what container you have to put it in. So that's always important. Everything's color-coded on the map as far as your objectives, what you need to do, and all that fun stuff. So the closest one here is the deep study of the distorted, which is killing them with a handgun. And then we also have the flowermen. So we can go over here and knock those out. I don't want to break my legs. So we're going to go down the hill a little bit here. You do want to be careful coming through like the woods and stuff like that, because you can hit those anomalies that like shoot you up into the air and then you like instantly die falling down. Or you'll have those little mine fields and stuff here too. So we should be coming up on some distorted here. Usually there's like one or two of them that are laying down over here somewhere. Yep. There's one. See, that's a turned soldier right there. There's another one. Actually, two. They're dead. There we go, so we got that done. Hold on, let me... Alright, so... my paranoia is kicking in. I'll take this just in case as a backup with some ammo. Never know. Reload this guy. We're gonna go see if we can get the flowerman. Inside here, come on, open the door. Oh. active matter. Oh yeah. Here we go. So there's turned soldiers coming in here. They're actually walking around out here somewhere. They're getting attacked. Might have actually gotten killed already. No. There he is. These guys can sometimes be annoying as shit too. Oh, see, now we gotta reload our shit. Alright, pistol one is done. We'll hit this regen. So, generally, whenever you're shooting these guys, like even the Flowermen and the Distorted, if you're hitting them in the head, it's gonna kill them faster. So, always try to get headshots where you can. It's gonna save you on ammo. We gotta put this sensor down, so that's done. So now I have to kill them with assault rifles. I don't know why that guy's taking so many rounds, but alright. So we now have that task done. Now, I'm not picking up the Distorted Remains or anything, same thing with the Flowerman, because I already have the recipes unlocked for the most part, so that's why I'm not too worried about those, but that's something else that you could also be gathering on these Isolator runs if you are trying to get those unlocked. So you can unlock your better chrono genes and all that fun stuff. So we have about 21 minutes left. I still need to kill Flowerman using a handgun, and with one more with the assault rifle. Install a locator on the roof of the fire station, protect it. We're probably not going to do that one, just because We might be able to, we'll see. That one's usually a little bit of a pain. So I need to come in here, we'll take the army backpack I don't really need, to be honest. Now, this stated I needed to put it in a cupboard. Checking to see if there's anything that I should be looting over here. The other thing is on the map, it'll tell you its altitude and the meters. So right now I'm on the correct floor, so it's going to be something in here. You'll know because when you go to put it in, I'll turn this off, but you see how this is normally green? The quest item one will have like that orangish tint around it, and then when you put it in there, it says high priority target, or high priority cargo is completed, so you're good to go there. See if there's anything else in here. I'm about to get hit with some hellhounds, it sounds like. They're on the outside there. Hellhounds are pretty easy, you really don't have to worry about those guys too much. They're just more of an annoyance because they're usually in packs. So like these guys right here, even with your basic melee, they usually die in one hit. I think if it's your pocket knife, it's like 2 hits. Come here. I do think I need their remains still, so I might actually try to grab some of those. This guy had a... Oh no, it's not letting me search. He had an ampule. Yeah, sure. I don't need those anymore. I'll take that. Yeah, sure. They don't really do a whole lot of damage either. So, kill them. They don't give you a whole lot of active matter though. But it is what it is. I might try to move more towards, actually, let's go kill the invisibles because I need to do that. Then we can move towards the station there to where I have to put that thing on the roof. Oh, invisibles right there, look at that. Need to get one more, which there should be one more over here. What does this guy have? Healing ampule. Invisible, you'll always be able to tell because it sounds like they're stomping, and they'll have that like a little electric looking thing around them. They're usually pretty easy to kill too. Oh shit. Oh shit. We're getting shot at by turned. These guys are hard because their movement is sporadic. Oh shit. This is not good. They're actually beating my ass, and I'm getting shot at too, which is not good. Healing injector. It's fine, because we can reload these. That drop's coming down too, so that'll be nice. Go for that. Yeah, we'll heal up a little bit. Of course, that landed back. Well, that's kind of in the direction that we need to go, so not terrible. This is why I was saying sometimes it's good to bring a beacon, because like that situation right there almost got taken out. Go in here and reload these real quick. It's always good to try to use your terrain too when fighting the flowermen, because they can get stuck fairly easy. And that goes for any of like the monsters for the most part, except for the swarms or the mimics, because they can just fly over stuff or crawl over stuff pretty easily. The statues will teleport to you as well, so I'm gonna go towards this while it's still here. I'm gonna avoid this stuff for the time being. Hopefully I don't get any random encounters with the turn where I get my ass shot off. They can just be patrolling like randomly. Yeah, like that's a statue that you just heard there. AK-103, yep, swap that out. We'll take that. Take some ammo. I will take the medium backpack. Chrono traces are good. I'll probably go for chrono traces this, So, statues, you can kill statues with grenades. That's the only way you can kill them. And I missed somehow with that grenade. So now what you have to try to do is get distance. So we're kind of over where we need to be. There's usually turns that are over here, so I have to be careful. Yep. See that? We're gonna do some, oh shit, get in, get in, get in! Get through the door! Oh, close the door. Alright, this can get a little sticky. dead here. Get out of the way. Oh shit. Out of ammo. Oh fuck. Oh shit, we're out of ammo. Yep. So, again, that's how things can go bad on an isolated raid. So, either way, the missions that we got done, because it was just the kills, so we got the Study of Distorted, Deep Study of Distorted. Almost had the Deep Study of the Flowerman done. I had to do one more kill on that, I think. And then the other two, the high priority Argo and place the device and extract, had to actually extract off of those. So, report the contracts. Okay, well, need to free up space. So, we'll just put 2 of those on right now. So we got monolith tokens, credits, shotgun, pistol. So, even though we didn't end up extracting, still got a decent amount of monolith tokens, decent amount of credits. And you don't have to go in like super geared if you don't want to, but obviously if you're trying to maximize that raid, then you're going to want to go in prepared. Now, I was just trying to like run around and rush through stuff, so obviously you could be a little bit more careful on that end. But if I was able to extract with the stuff that I found, plus, you know, collecting as many active matter as I could, that raid with the rewards, I probably would have easily made, I don't know, I would say somewhere in the realm of, if I had the 10,000 credits, all of the tasks done, that's probably at least 20,000 right there, and then whatever I got out to refine. So that easily could have been a, you know, 30 to 40,000 raid, if not more, depending on what I found and what I decided to prioritize, whether I was trying to extract with stuff that was going to give me more credit value or more chrono traces. But yeah, like I said, isolated raids, very important. Obviously, I screwed up at the end there, and I wasn't able to extract, but you can also extract without doing all of the tasks. It's just, like I said, how much you want to make out of that raid, and if you're trying to get monolith tokens and things of that nature. So, hopefully you found the video helpful. I gave you some insight on those isolated raids. Like I said, it would have been nice to have extracted, but you know, it happens. So things don't always go perfect. But with that being said, I'm gonna cut it off there. If you did like the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me, as that does help out with the algorithm and the channel growth. I am trying to hit at least 100 subscribers by the end of the year, hopefully. More would be great, but that's the goal right now. So, alright. Peace until the next video.